Good morning, my dear students. How are you all? Hope you all are fine. Stay home, stay safe. Welcome to today's Social Studies online class.
Our today's chapter is Independent India, the first 30 years, 1947 to 77. So children, we will be learning in this lesson how the situations in India after we got independence, how the early years of independence in India, okay, and what are the major steps our leaders has taken to develop our country. So children, when we got independence in 1947, ours is a very poor nation. India is a very poor nation and all the resources were drained by the Britishers. We also are having very less infrastructure. India is underdeveloped at that time. So we will see more about how the conditions in India during the early years after independence. Okay. The main challenge before the leadership was the need to maintain unity and integrity. See children, there were many inequalities in the society. At that time, there were many inequalities in the society, and also people were illiterate, and the main challenge before the leadership was to maintain unity and integrity of the nation. They were striving very hard to maintain unity in the country. Okay. Nextly, to bring about social and economic transformation. So they wanted to bring some changes in the society, and also they wanted to bring change in the economic condition even. Okay children, so that until then we were under the Britishers, under the British rule, but the new leadership, they have set goals to bring changes in the society. So they have introduced many schemes for the development of the country. Okay, they thought of planned economy. Okay children, they thought of everything a planned economy. That means they have given preference for agriculture in the first 5-year plans. So first of all, before independence, we were struggling, people were dying because of hunger. So that they have decided, our leadership have decided, and they started 5-year plans for the development of our country. Through that 5-year plans, first 5-year plans gave much preference for agriculture, so that no one could die because of hunger. That was their main aim. Also they wanted to bring some changes in the economic condition of the people also, to ensure the successful working of the democratic system. They also wanted to, the leadership wanted to see that this democratic system in India should work successfully. Okay children. So they wanted to maintain democracy in India as long as possible. These were the main challenges before the leadership. Okay children. Children, you remember this question will be asked under 1 mark or 2 mark question. Okay. What was the main challenge before the leadership after the independence, in the early years after independence? You underline these points in your textbook children. First general elections. First general elections which are going to be held under the new constitution were very significant. Why? Because until then we were under the Britishers, but we had made our constitution and we were going to conduct our first general elections according to our new constitution. So that's why these first general elections were very significant. So in India we followed universal adult franchise. Universal adult franchise. What is this universal adult franchise? Children, we have discussed about this in the last lesson. Yes, Nama? People, those who were adults, that means those who were attained 18 years of age, irrespective of their caste, creed, religion or gender, whatever, whoever they may be, they were given the right to vote. Right to vote. So, right to vote was given to all the adults without any discrimination. So, that is what universal franchise means, adult franchise means. India followed universal adult franchise starting from the first general elections. Unlike in the Western countries, they have not at all given their people, whole adults, they didn't give universal adult franchise. Right to vote was not given to all sections of the people, but they gave this right to vote by stages. That means, first of all, propertied people. They gave right to vote for propertied people. Later on they have extended those who are working people, those who are literates, like that they have extended their right to vote. So children, like that, women in Switzerland, they got their right to vote in the year 1971. Okay children. Whereas India adopted universal adult franchise starting from the first general elections itself. Okay children. The first elections were difficult because a large section of the people did not know how to read and write. Yes, no children? I have told you already, when we got independence, most of the people, large section of the people were illiterate. They don't know how to read and write. That's why first general elections were very difficult to conduct. Also, in some parts of the country, women did not have an independent identity. They did not have an independent identity. That means they were known by their father's name or by their husband's name. Understanding children? Women don't have separate identity. Now we all have identities. Yes, Mama, Aadhaar identity we all have. But at that time, in those days, women in some parts of the country, they did not have an independent identity. They were known by their father's name. This one is that one's daughter, or this one is that one's wife. Like that, they used to have be called with their father's name or their husband's name. This condition had to change if the women have equal rights. And children, how the electoral rolls will be made? Yes, who will make these electoral rolls? How these electoral rolls will be made if the women don't have proper identity? Yes, so the election commission was set up to take care of the practical matters of conducting elections across the length and breadth of the country. So children, how they had a big problem of preparing these electoral rolls. That's why our leaders, they had according to our constitution, an election commission was set up to take care of the practical matters of conducting elections throughout the length and breadth of the country. This question will be asked under 1 mark children. Why was the election commission set up? Okay. Election Commission was set up to take care of the practical matters of conduction of elections through the length and breadth of the country. To overcome the problem of illiteracy, the Election Commission came up with a novel idea, that is symbols. The Election Commission introduced symbols from everyday life to represent political parties and candidates. Yes, children? So that even if the people were illiterate also, they can identify these symbols. With the help of symbols, they can easily cast their vote to their particular party. Even today, we are following the same method of symbols. No, children? And also, to make it more easier, during the first general elections, Election Commission had stuck the symbols on the ballot boxes, symbols of that particular candidate. Separate ballot boxes with the symbol stuck on that were put on the ballot boxes, like that symbol of a hand or symbol of a car, like that. Some ballot boxes were stuck, symbols were stuck outside on the ballot boxes, okay, to make it more easier for the people. Why? Because they are voting for the first time, no, like that. And even today, our voters are not readily coming out to vote in the election, so that many massive campaigns are going on to encourage the voters to vote in the election. Understanding, children? One party dominance in political system. What is this one party dominance? We will see that. In independent India's first three general elections, first general elections in India was held in the year 1952, and in the first three general elections, that is in 1952, 1957 and 1962, during the first three general elections, Indian National Congress was able to win in the elections continuously, starting from the first general elections. Understanding, children? So this was described as one party dominance. No other party was able to compete with the Congress party, Indian National Congress. Understanding, children? And there were very less percentage of votes secured by, less than 11% of seats were secured by other parties. Understanding, ma? Whereas 70% of seats were secured by the Indian National Congress. 70% seats are secured by Indian National Congress, whereas other parties almost nothing. They had only 11% of seats altogether, all parties together. Understanding, ma? So that some of the observers called it as a Congress system. They called it as Congress system. Why? Because Indian National Congress was able to win continuously in the elections, whatever is held, starting from the first general election, second general election, third general election also. Indian National Congress was able to win continuously. That's why some of the observers called it as Congress system. Even though there were some divisions in the Congress party. There were some divisions in the Congress party, like Congress I, Congress O, like that. Understand? What is these divisions actually? So, some of the Congress leaders, if the policy, any of the policies taken by the Congress party is not liked, not satisfied by any of its members, they used to divide themselves as one group, like Congress I, Congress O. Even though these groups were dividing based on that policy, that's all. But in the overall goals, they were all supporting the Congress party. Understanding, children? And at that time, when during the first general election, when Indian National Congress was won in the elections, so who became the Prime Minister then? Jawaharlal Nehru. Jawaharlal Nehru became the first Prime Minister of India. First Prime Minister of India. Okay, children? You all know it very well. Yes, Jawaharlal Nehru became the first Prime Minister of India under Indian National Congress.
All of you see graph 1, children. Seat share of various political parties in 1952 and 1962. So children, you see, if you observe how many seats each party got in the year 1952 general election, see this blue color indicates 364 seats. 364 seats were won by the Indian National Congress. Indian National Congress had got 364 seats during the first general election, and during the 1962 general election also, Indian National Congress only stood as the party which secured more number of seats. Okay children, and these different colors denotes different parties which were given in the box. You all observe children, keep your textbook in front of you and observe as I say. And this color indicates different other parties: People's Democratic Front, Socialist Party, Kisan Majdoor, and Communist Party of India 16, and even pink color denotes independents. Okay children, so like that different parties, even though they contested in the election, but no one were able to get more number of seats as Indian National Congress. Even in 1962 elections also, if you see children, more number of parties participated in the election, but no one were able to win more number of seats as Indian National Congress. Understanding children? But here what you observed in these pictures, pie diagrams, here it shows that it was not an undemocratic situation marked by the absence of other political parties. Understanding? I have told you, starting from 1952, 1957 and 1962 election, only Indian National Congress won in the elections. But it was not an undemocratic situation. Why? Because there were also other political parties contesting in the elections. But Indian National Congress only was able to win with majority seats. Okay ma, so we can say that democracy is taking place in India. Okay, so we can say that it is a multi-party system based on, and also open competition, free and open competition. Even though there are number of parties contesting in the election, but Indian National Congress only won in the election. Okay, so it was not that many other parties, without any other parties, in Indian National Congress won. It's not like that. Only, even though many other parties also contesting in the election, Indian National Congress only was able to win more number of seats. So children, we can say it as establishment of multi-party system. What is this multi-party system? Contesting more number of parties in the election. Contesting of more number of parties in the election, it is known as multi-party system. So that we can say that democracy is taking roots in India. It is we can say India is going towards the multi-party democracy. Okay children, India is going towards multi-party democracy. That means even though many parties are coming forward to fight with the Indian National Congress. Okay, multi-party democracy we can say. So sometimes ruling parties also acted in a partition manner to silence the opposition and prevent multi-party democracy from striking roots. So India's experience was therefore very different from that of other colonial countries which got freedom around the same time, like Indonesia, Pakistan, China, Nigeria and so on. That means students, in these countries, Indonesia, Pakistan, China, Nigeria, etc., they also became independent at the time India became independent. But the condition in those countries were different from India. Why? Because starting from the first general election, we are maintaining democratic values, democracy in our country. But unlike in these countries, China adopted what is called as communism. Okay, and even Nigeria and all, it stood as again it went under the control of the Britishers. Okay, children. Even though Nigeria became independent, again there were domination of the Britishers in Nigeria. Like the same way Indonesia, Pakistan means it is not a democratic situation, we can say. But we Indians, we maintained democratic values. We until today we are maintaining this multi-party democracy in India. Okay, children. So children, this question, this graph 1 seat share of various political parties in 1952 and 1962. This question will be asked in the analyzing question, asked as a analyzing question. Analyze the given pie graph. They will be asking this question under 4 marks, children. Children, I will be sending you classwork of 16th lesson, few questions, some 6 questions, and you complete it and send it by today itself. Thank you.